All right, guys, we have a brand new event in Dokkan Union Master. We have 4 stages. We have stage 1 and 2, which is fused fighter units, and stage 3 and 4, which is hybrid Saiyans. These stages correlate to the missions that we're going to be completing as well. We've got missions for clearing phases in all the different stages and also using those said category units that correspond with the stage as well. So in this video, we're going to be completing both stage 1 and 2, which is using 3 and 5 fused fighter units. We're going into this completely blind, and as always, let me know how you found this new event down in the comments. So here we are, and it looks like Union Master is pretty much a 2025 version of Super Battle Road, which I think is pretty cool. I know Super Battle Road and ESBR still continue to get updated to this day in Dokkan, but you know, they're not really the same as they used to be. They're just not as difficult as they used to be. They don't have the same kind of like aura around them as they used to, just because we're so used to such difficult content nowadays. So I'll take this. I mean, considering the content we're used to when it comes to like Red Zone, Supreme Magnificent Battle, you know, events like that, I'll kind of take this kind of like old but kind of familiar style. You know, it's even quite similar to Battle Hard and Formidable Foes by the looks of things as well. You know, you hop in against multiple enemies, but the fights reset. So I wonder what kind of difficulty this is putting out, because Battle Hard and Formidable Foes, especially during the latter stages, got quite difficult. So maybe me bringing like the 10th anniversary units, and then maybe me bringing like the Year 7 EZAs and the SSJ4s, maybe not the best thing to do. But I mean, it's a bit late now, so what can you do? I mean, the units are still going to be very good regardless, but you know, they're not really going to have that much time to stack. But we'll see how they do. They should be fine. And what kind of numbers these enemies are putting out, like Buhan, and who else did we see back there? I think Broly was there. What kind of numbers they are putting out? Have we got crazy numbers? Have we got like 4 mil, 6 mil, something like that? Or have we got less? If less, we're probably chilling. If it's less, we're probably chilling. But it does look like Buhan's got quite a bit of health to him. I know this first stage is only for 3 fused fighters. I've decided to just go for the full 5 already. Just why not? Like why are we wasting time? You know, why am I wasting time? I don't need to waste any time. We might as well hop straight into it and just get stuff done. I'm going to rely on dodge. I'm going to rely on dodge with those two, because I want Gogeta with the SSJ4s. Of course I do. Orbs though, orb placement, really not being kind to us right now. There's the dodge. Can we get a second one? No, we only took 129 damage on that. So maybe Union Master isn't doing that much damage after all, if they're taking 100 damage in slot 1. Because usually in, you know, some difficult content, Trunks and Goten are going to be taking a lot more damage than that, especially pre-super. So at the moment, I don't think Union Master is crazy difficult. But I mean, this is only the first fight and the first phase. It's all good. We'll see what happens. Again, probably shouldn't have walked stackers, but you know, this is what happens when you hop into events blind and you don't really know what's going on. But it's all good. We still need to get my rotations in order, but we'll get there. Gogeta can be on with the SSJ4s literally not next turn, the turn after. So that's all good. And we're slowly whittling Buhan down. Just slowly. Right, cool. I think I could probably get away with putting the SSJ4s in slot 1. I mean, we might as well stack Jeets up a little bit. You know, I know that's not overly important in an event like this, but, you know, but considering he is there just to make Jeets stronger, we might as well. We might as well. I haven't actually checked what Buhan does, but by the looks of things, we can actually debuff him fully. The only thing we can't do, from what I saw above the health bar, is we can't seal him. So we can stun him, but you just can't seal him. And he currently has his attack lowered anyway. But probably should have checked what we could do to him. But I mean, it is what it is. At the moment, I said it doesn't seem too difficult, so I'm not overly bothered of what we can do to him, because let's be real, he's not really doing too much to us. So we're kind of just breezing through, taking a nice stroll in the nice weather, nice and breezy. I said we breezing through. Might as well call us Chris Brown, because we're sea breezy right now. Sea breezy. And then his Jeets. Is my boy going to wind out and do enough damage? And we move on to the next phase? Yeah, there we go. Does he have another phase? No, he's done. Okay, so maybe it's the final enemy that has the second phase. Because I know there's a mission for clearing phase 2. So I'm guessing the final enemy, which is Broly, is phase 2. That's the only thing that makes sense to me, right? No one links to Trunks and Goten, which is kind of jarring, but what can you do? Let's give you the 24 key, and then we can give those tech orbs to you, and then we'll give the AGL orbs to Trunks and Goten. Type advantage. I know they've got no links active, but type advantage, and we know them two can do quite a bit of the damage. Yeah, hold that. I feel like we're doing way more damage already. I mean, that could just be because we got the 24 key with Goku, but I feel like we're already doing a lot more damage than we were against Janemba than we were Buuhan. I mean, I'll take it. Again, it looks like now we can't debuff Janemba whatsoever, but we can still and can stun. I don't think we've got any Steelers and Stunners with us, so I don't think that really matters. How much are we looking at damage-wise? Not a lot. Really not a lot. Okay, maybe this Union Master I shouldn't be worried about whatsoever. I mean, to be fair, we do have some of the better units in the game on our team, but by the looks of things, this event isn't really doing too much damage. Like, to be fair, I know it's only turn 1, and that's Goku's first appearance, so, I mean, he's kind of good right now, but I don't know. I don't feel like this event is going to be packing a lot of heat. I mean, maybe it's going to be against the Broly where the heat's there. I mean, look at the amount of damage we're doing. Jesus Christ. And that's with no links, bearing in mind. So that means Gogeta should be doing quite a bit of damage with the type advantage. If Trunks and Goten are doing those kind of numbers, now Gogeta's probably going to be doing some big old numbers. 41.9 mil, we'll take that. Again, type advantage. You know, Janemba, you thought that Super Gogeta was bad. Now, say hello to the monkey counterpart. Say hello to SSJ 4, okay? Not Super, not 2, not 3. Say hello to 4. You know, if SSJ 4 Gogeta was about during Fusion Reborn, I guarantee you probably would have got next to no screen time once you picked up that sword and became some whole demon, right? Just letting you know that now. The film would have been over probably within 20 minutes if SSJ 4 Gogeta was about. So lucky you only had to deal with Super Gogeta, okay? But let's just say not so lucky you right now. You're about to be dead already. We're about to 2-turn you, and I can't imagine you have a phase 2. Unless maybe you do have a phase 2? I mean, the only thing I can think of is he does have a phase 2. It's going to be like a rage mode. No, okay. I mean, we are really breezing through. We are really sea breezy right now. So Broly must have the phase 2 then. He must go like full-blown legendary Super Saiyan type vibes. Cool, right. I'm gonna have to give you rations, Blue Goku, because I want to give these orbs to him. Give him the 24 key, again, especially with type advantage. But it's fine, at least my one gets an 18 key super off. Right, so how are we looking here? Dodge? I guess we'll never know. I guess we'll never know. We won't be finding out anything. Right, that's obviously doing no damage to Broly. Type disadvantage, no 18 key. He pulled out, what, 7 milli? We are debuffing him, though. So it looks like on super attack, he does raise his own attack, and then we've just debuffed him a couple times with Blue Goku. I wonder if Broly super attacks more than once, though. That is something that would be quite interesting. I mean, I should probably take a look and see what Broly's actually doing, but I can't imagine he's doing anything too drastic. I mean, he has buffed his own attack. We're also lowering that. We can also debuff his defense as well. We can't stun him, but we can seal him. And I don't think he's doing anything else. I mean, there's no icons, other icons above his health bar either. So I feel like that might be about it. I mean, we'll take a look next turn. I've kind of forgot to do it against every enemy so far. You know, I didn't do it against Buhan. I didn't do it against Janemba. I'll make sure to do it against Broly, though, because he is literally the last enemy in this event, or in this stage. But we've kind of just flown through, if I'm being completely honest. Like, let's have a look. You know, so we can debuff him. We can debuff him to Kingdom Come. We just can't stun him. Okay, well, yeah, that's kind of easy. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, I know a lot more in difficult content nowadays. We get to, like, do that stuff more, but I never get to just basically have free reign and just completely just, you know, completely weaken an enemy like this. Oh, big boy crit. Big boy crit from Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Gogeta fans, you eating good right now. You know, you had a Gogeta for 10th anniversary, you had Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta for GDC, and now you're getting another version of Gogeta for Tanabata, the Golden Freezer and DBS Gogeta. I mean, you guys are eating good. Vegito fans, you're going to have to let me know down in the comments. Are you guys, like, seething? Are you foaming at the mouth for the fact that you've had... I mean, to be fair, you've had 2 representations this year. I know one of them purely was just an active skill. Not playable either. But to be fair, Vegito's had some representation this year, but you guys must be feeling a little bit hard done by. Just a little bit, right? Like, you know, as someone who likes both Gogeta and Vegito and not a fan of, like, a definitive fan of either or, I don't really mind. Like, it's just kind of dope seeing both of them, you know? But yeah, Vegito fans, you must feeling a little bit hard done by. I mean, you did have the best unit in the game for like a few months when it came to the Tech Vegito from the 10th anniversary. So, you know, leaps and roundabouts, guys. Leaps and roundabouts. You know, technically you did get some VB representation for GDC. I know it was just an active skill, but the active skill did look really, really, really good. You know, it actually does look better than Gogeta's active skill. He's got... Do you know, I'm actually going to... no, I'm not going to do that. To be fair, the orbs are looking dire. What do you want me to do with this? What, honestly, Dokkan, what do you want me to do with this? What kind of orb placement is that? I know before I said we might be on rations for Blue Goku, but that is a whole extreme. I might as well just be eating bread and porridge. Like we're in the war or something. Terrible orb placement. But yeah, leaps and roundabouts, you know, leaps and roundabouts. I mean, as I was saying, considering I would say the VB active skill, it's 10 times better than Gogeta's active skill from the new Golden Freezer and Gogeta unit. I would say maybe you're about even. You know, as I said, you had the best unit from the 10th anniversary for a few months with Tech Vegito. You did get some VB representation in GDC. I know he wasn't playable, but the active skill was good and it just looks phenomenal. I know there's another Gogeta now, but I said that Gogeta active skill is lacking some production value. It's lacking some pizzazz. It's lacking some, you know, some aura, which Gogeta typically has. So I would say it's about even right now. I'm not gonna lie, because that VB active skill just kind of shits on the Gogeta one. Even though the Gogeta is playable, I would say you're kind of about even. I mean, that's just my thoughts. That's just my opinion, you know. Okay, how's Jeets looking? This is what, his first appearance, I'm pretty sure. How's he looking? 40 damage. Right, considering he's a bit fragile right now. Do you know what, let me get another stack on you guys before I decide to fuse you, because I'm guessing it's here we get the second phase. But considering that Vegeta is a little bit fragile nowadays, like he takes a bit of damage in the current meta, then I don't think this Union Master event is packing too much heat. At least this first stage isn't. Because he would have took way more than that on Super Attack. I don't think he would have died, but he would have took way more than that. So I don't think this event is too difficult. I mean, or at least I said this stage isn't. Maybe like stage 3 and 4 Maybe even 2. But this stage, I feel like we're sea breezy. So is this when phase 2 is going to come out? Yeah. Yeah, okay, cool. So Broly's already buffing his attack and defense. Is that it? Is that literally it? So can't seal, can't stun. He gets 20% attack for each turn passed. Same with defense up to 100%. I mean, I don't think we're going to make it that far, if I'm being completely honest. So here's the VV active skill for you. Again, 10 times better than Gogeta's active skill for Tanabata. And I know we've got no Gogeta next to us, but we might as well fuse. Why not? We might as well. Let's get Vegeta out. We're giving all the Vegeta representation right now. We had VB out. We've got Super Vegeta out. It's time to cook. It's time to cook. Alright, Broly. Let me introduce myself. You may not know who I is. You may not know who he is. Okay, you're only used to Gogeta, right? And he gave you hands once he went blue. I said, let me formally introduce him. This is Vegeta, not even BB. I mean, you saw a little glimpse of him. He slashed you up with a sword. I mean, they both did. Now you got Super Vegeta. And this is Super Vegeta. Super attacking first, which means all those crit counters you are going to take are going to be doing so much damage. That 100% attack and defense you're waiting to get, let me just tell you now, it's not really going to come. You're not going to see a lot of it, okay? You're not going to get to see it. You're not going to get the full 100%. I'm just going to warn you now. Just going to warn you now. Just to sprinkle some extra on top, there's some type advantage from the blue Goku. Hold that, a big 40 mil crit. An additional. Love to see it. You killed Chi-Chi and Goten! Boom, hold that. We're debuffing you. We're debuffing you ever so slightly. I mean, it's only attack. I mean, it doesn't look like you're doing much damage anyway. Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. All those muscles, and for what? For what? Another crit counter. Thank you very much. Yes, please. I'll have another. 40 mil from the Trunks and Goten with no links, by the way. They are pulling that number straight out their arse because they have no links active. Hold that. Big 30 mil crit. Additional. I mean, to be fair, they weaken themselves, but it really doesn't matter because we got the taunt up with Vegito. His active skills running. Yeah, you can take that fat headbutt. Please, sir, I'll have another. Boom. Please, sir, can I have some more? More. There's more. Hold that. One more, I think. I think there's, yeah, one more. Yeah, you're lucky. You get to survive one more turn, but do you really? Do you really? I feel like Broly's just getting bullied at this point. I really do feel like he's being bullied because we've got every Gogeta's active skill ready this turn. There's one. There's the Super Gogeta. There is the buff for all the SSJ4 Gogetas. Hold that. Didn't do too much damage, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Now let's pop your one. Are you going to be greedy? Are you going to finish it yourself? Or is the Fizz Gogeta going to get... Is he going to get a look in? Is he going to get a show? No. We're going to slap Broly with a 999 crit and get the majestic KO screen. Okay, we're rerunning this on stage 2, which is 5 fused fighter units required. It looks like the stages are the exact same, but instead you just need 5 fused fighter units. Is there any difference? Is stage 2 more difficult, or is it just we need to use 5 of them? Like, I'm not gonna lie, if the stats are unchanged, if this is literally the exact same stage as stage 1, except you're needed, you are required to do this with 5 of them, then you could have just put this all in one stage and then just added the missions. So essentially we've already finished the first one. Buhan does 650 on a normal, 1.625 on a super attack. Yeah, that's light work. Denamba does 600k on a normal and 1.68 on a super. Again, light work. What are you going to do with that? Broly's doing 800k on a normal, 2.24 on a super attack. And then Broly's second phase is 1 million on a normal, 3 million on a super attack. And then we already know that he gets an extra 100% attack and defense. 20% of each turn passed. I mean, the final phase of Broly's kind of packing a little bit of heat, not a lot. So that's stage 1. Is stage 2 the same or different? Stage 2 is a tiny bit more difficult, but not really. Like, not really. Like, there's literally a couple numbers difference. Like, if I do a quick comparison now, Buhan does 650 on a normal in stage 1, 700k normal on stage 2 that we're doing now. Like, what's that extra 50k gonna do to me? Like, let's just be completely honest. 1.625 on a super attack in stage 1, 1.75 in stage 2. I mean, an extra 125k, but again, we're in big 2025. What's 1.75 mil damage gonna do to me? Yeah, I feel like this is gonna be light work. I feel like this is gonna be some light work. I'll give all of those to Tech Goku. Yeah, we'll give him the 24 key. Why not? Everyone else can kind of get rations. Actually, I say that. Jeets is fine. What's Janemba doing? So Janemba done 600k on a normal in stage 1. He still does 600k on a normal in stage 2. So Janemba literally does the exact same... Actually, Janemba does the exact same damage on both. He literally has the exact same stats. Yeah, the only thing that's different is he has 2% less damage reduction in stage 1. Janemba still does 1.68 milli on a super in stage 2. The only difference is he has gimmicks now. So Janemba's gonna deal 20,000 damage per tech or fizz key sphere obtained. So that's where Janemba gets a bit jarring. Janemba does the exact same type of damage, doesn't get stronger, but has the jarring gimmick of making us pick up tech or fizz key spheres, and we do 20k damage to ourselves per orb picked up. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna check Broly for the time being. Just because he's kind of the big bad of these first 2 stages, it seems. 20k per fizz or tech orb. Why? Why you gotta be jarring like that? Oh, why you gotta do bombs, man? Why? Like, why? Oh, that's fine. Like, do you know what? I'll do it. I'll do it. Just so I can get the orbs I need, I'll do it. It's fine. Because guess what? I'm back up to full HP. How do you feel? I bet you feel stupid. It's fine. We got 2 units with type advantage that are packing heat in terms of damage. So, you know, all that bomb damage you think you're doing because you think you're slick, you think you're smart. Yeah, I'm going to send that straight back to you. We didn't even crit you. We done over a bar of health. Now flex on him. Flex on him a little bit. Hit him with a crit. Hit him with a critty. Why not? Hit him with a critty. Love that. Got a couple stacks for the 70s, yays. Which is all good. Maybe some crits along the way so you actually do some damage. I mean, to be fair, considering you have type survives, that damage actually isn't too bad. Well, at least one thing's for certain, and one thing that's good is we know we're not going to be taking any more damage from normals and supers from Janemba because it's literally the exact same numbers that he's got in stage 1. The only thing that makes this a little bit more difficult is literally just the bombs, which it's fine. It's fine. I'm not going to be here long enough for the bombs to do that much damage to me. Do you know what? To make it more difficult for myself, Janemba, and I give you my word for this, I will purposely, if there's like a long line of orbs that actually benefits me, but they're bombs, they're fizz and tech orbs, I will still pick them up. Just because I know I won't be here that long, okay? I won't be here that long. I mean, you're kind of almost dead as it is, so I'm definitely not going to be here that long. Right, do you know what? If you would have told me that Janemba changes orbs because of how dead the orb placement is, I probably would have believed you. There you go. I just took all of those and I'm still on 88% HP. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, your bomb orbs isn't doing nothing. Is it jarring? Is it a little bit annoying? Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't seem to be too much of a problem for us. So I'm not overly bothered by the bombs, I'll be real. I'll be real. Let's take a look at Broly. What's Broly doing that is different, considering we'll be out of this very soon? So, Broly on his first phase in stage 1 is 800k on a normal, 2.24 on a super. Still does 800k on a normal, still does 2.24 on a super. The only difference is he gets 35% attack and defense with each turn passed up to 100%. And he character locks. Why have you got to do that? Why have you got to have one of the most jarring gimmicks in the whole of the game? You're a bitch for that, for real. What about phase 2? So phase 2 is 1 million on normal, 3 million on super attack. And then his gimmick was 20% attack and defense each time passed up to 100%. Now on phase 2, he's doing 1.1 million on normal. So an extra 100k. I mean, not really that deep, is it? You know what, we might as well pop the active skill. And then 3.3 on a super attack. So an extra 100k on a normal, extra 300k on a super attack. And Broly now gets 40% attack with each turn passed up to 160. 40% defense with each turn passed up to 160. He also disables evasion. You can't dodge Broly. Okay. I mean, a couple units could actually get caught by that, but I mean, by the time we get there, I'm going for the kill. I'm going for the W. I'm popping everyone's active skills, so I don't think that's as bad as it sounds. I really don't. And I mean, he's not doing that much extra damage, but I think I really, really have to worry. Character locking's jarring, but again, I think we should be fine. Oh, I mean, maybe I spoke too soon. I don't know what that was. I don't know why I went so high. It's okay. It's okay. It's because of the character locking. I wouldn't have put that Goku in slot 1. It's not that deep. We're fine. We're fine. I mean, sure, Blue Goku won't be able to dodge Broly in the second phase, but we will have type advantage. And there's no more locking in phase 2. So I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. And again, by the time we get there, I'm going to be popping everyone's active skills anyway. So it's not like we're going to be in phase 2 for all too long, is it? So I feel like we should be okay. Yeah, hold that. You're getting beaten up by kids. How do you feel, you dweeb? Oh, you locked them? Okay, that's fine. I mean, they probably were going to go in slot 2 anyway. I was going to do that anyway, so, no. So, no. I mean, is it more difficult than stage 1? 100%. Is it a lot more jarring than phase 1 or stage 1? 100%. Bombs from Janemba, character lock-in, disabling dodge. But, I mean, this team isn't relying on dodging. I mean, apart from Blue Goku. But as I said, by the time we get to phase 2 with Broly, I mean, I'm going to be popping everyone's active skills anyway. So, I'm coming for the dub. I'm coming for the kill. And, like, literally, one of the active skills literally directs all attacks to him. So, Vegeto's going to be able to cover that anyway. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, especially for your big dull brain, Broly, your muscles be covering your brain. So why you're lacking the brain power is you're not going to be around long enough for your extra damage and your dodge disabling to really mean anything. Okay, good talk. Good talk. Just letting you know what's coming, Broly, okay? Just letting you know what's coming. How much health do you have left right now? I mean, we're getting there. We're getting there. I'll take all these stacks from the SSJ4s, though. This is exactly what I want to be seeing from them. Maybe a critty for some extra damage. Maybe a critty for some extra damage. You love to see it. Have we been super attacked yet? That's one thing I haven't actually noticed. Have we been super attacked yet? I don't think we have. So maybe it's going to be in slot 3. Or maybe he's just not super attacking us this turn. Look at Goku debuffing his attack and everything. I wish we could debuff his defense. That'll make it a little bit quicker as well, but it's fine. It gives me time to line up all the active skills. I don't think we got super attack that turn, you know. Okay, that's fine. Especially because all the attacks are coming after Goku gets the super attack. So that's all good. That doesn't really matter. Do you know what? Even though character locking is one of the most jarring gimmicks an enemy can have in the whole of Dokkan, it's actually not been that much of a problem for us. He's actually locking units I don't mind getting locked. I mean, the only way that would have been annoying is if we had a repeat of turn 1, which is Blue Goku gets locked, but then there's an attack before Tech Super Saiyan Goku gets to do anything. But yeah, if anything, so far, he's locking units where I would put them, where I want them to go. Right, Jeets tanked this quite fine last time, and he isn't doing that much extra damage, so Jeets should be fine. He still took 451k. Okay, maybe I'm talking a little bit too soon. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I feel like I'm saying that more for me than I am you guys. Like, I'm trying to convince myself we'll be okay. No, it's fine. It should be fine. We've got the Vegito and Gogeta ready next to each other. We've got them both stacking. I mean, if worst comes to worst, there's no character lock-in in the next phase. We can just shimmy one of them off, which will most likely be Jeets. We're actually going to get an extra turn of stack. I don't like that. I really did speak too soon, didn't I? Yeah, really not a fan of that. I mean, you're breaking up the SSJ4 rotation. Jarring. I could just rely on Trunks and Goten to dodge, but I don't know. I don't know. Do you know what? These two aren't going to get an extra stack in no matter what I do. So what I'm going to do is, because this one is specifically done by the fact that enemy needs low health, I'll pop that just to be safe. I don't want to take the risk. You know, we're currently on a no item run. I don't want to ruin it. You're ruining it. Right, that's fine. And this is why it's fine. We've got everyone's active skills ready. So let's pop yours. Bit of type advantage. VB getting his lick in. Hold that. Right, we can't dodge here, which is, again, fine. Because we don't have to worry about needing to dodge. Super attacks in slot 1. That's also very much fine. We're back up to full health. We've got the Gogeta active skill up and running. Hold that. You think you're scary because you disabled dodge? I don't need to dodge, Broly. I don't need to dodge. That's the part you're missing. Okay? I don't need to do this. I don't need to be dodging anything. Cool. And now we let loose. Now we go wild. There's one counter. You're lucky you get away with that one. I mean, it's still done a solid amount of damage, but you get away with that one because I haven't super attacked yet. That's all good. You should be fine. I think a 3 more super attack should basically tickle Vegito. Yep, 97 damage. Yeah, we're all good. We're all good. And now the rest of our counters can do a bit more damage. Now that we super attacked. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think while the gimmicks are jarring, while the gimmicks could catch you, depending on who you use, or how unlucky you get with the character lock-in, which, to be honest, we didn't until Trunks and Goten got locked in the last turn. I think aside from that, it's not really that much more difficult, like hardly, compared to stage 1. Like, I know Jeets took a lot more damage, but if I'm being honest, I kind of expect Jeets to take damage nowadays on a super attack, especially with no defense stacked. You know, it's not like we were close to dying either. Like, 400k is a lot of damage to take, but we were still on probably like 500, 400k health. So it's not like it was that much of a problem. Same with like the bombs on Janemba. Like he's literally the exact same in stage 2 that is in stage 1. He just has the gimmick of changing orbs to bombs, which really wasn't an issue. I purposely picked up a bunch of fizz orbs that had bombs in them just to give my units orbs, and it still wasn't an issue. So yeah, I don't think this is too difficult. I think depending on what units you bring, as I said, you could get caught maybe just a little bit if you're not careful or get really, really unlucky. Or, you know, if you have a decent amount of dodge units or a typical dodge or die unit, like, you know, if they don't dodge, you are going to die no matter what. I think unless you do that, which again depends on units, I think you're fine. Because this really isn't difficult in the slightest. Like, we have one unit that kind of is mainly a dodge unit, but even then, he's not solely reliant on that. And, you know, we've almost killed Broly already. I mean, we've got another Blue Goku active skill to pop. I mean, if I still had the Fizz Gogeta active skill, I literally could have used it now, but I was trying to be sensible. But it doesn't matter because, as I said before, let me introduce you to VB, okay? You might not know about him, but guess what? Now you do. And there we go, guys. Both stage 1 and 2 for the fused fighter refinements and missions completed. In the next video, we'll be completing stage 3 and 4, which is the thing hybrid same units. Not too difficult in terms of event. I'm kind of curious to see what stage 3 and stage 4 are looking like. The first two stages